So every year, individuals and businesses across the entire United States are required to file their taxes with the Internal Revenue Service, or the IRS. All right. So this process involves reporting income, expenses, and other financial information to the government, which uses the data to ensure that everyone is paying their fair share of taxes. Now, one important aspect is the process of reporting of transactions that occur through third-party settlement organizations, or TPSOs, all right? So under the American Rescue Plan of 2021, the reporting threshold for TPSOs was lowered from over 200 transactions per year, exceeding an aggregate amount of $20,000 to $600 per year for business transactions, all right? So this change was intended to increase tax compliance and ensure that the IRS has access to important financial data. However, due to concerns about the timeline for implementing these changes, the IRS has announced a delay in the reporting thresholds for TPSOs. As a result of this delay, TPSOs will not be required to report tax year 2022 transactions on the Form 1099-K to the IRS or the payee for the lower, all right, $600 threshold amount, all right? So we don't have to report that. Instead, calendar year 2022 will be a transition period for the implementation of the lowered threshold reporting of the TPSOs that would have generated in the form of the 1099-Ks for taxpayers. Now, this will help reduce confusion during the upcoming 2023 tax filing season and provide more time for taxpayers to prepare and understand the new reporting requirements. Now, the change under the law is hugely important because tax compliance is higher when amounts are subject to information reporting, like the Form 1099-K. However, the IRS noted that it must be managed carefully to help ensure that 1099-Ks are only issued to taxpayers who should receive them. Now, in addition, it's important that taxpayers understand that to do this as a result of reporting, and tax preparers and software providers have the information they need to assist taxpayers. All right, so the IRS and Treasury have worked to address a number of concerns regarding the timeline of implementation of these changes under the American Rescue Plan to help smooth the transition and ensure clarity for taxpayers, tax professionals, and the industry. Now, the IRS will delay implementation of the 1099-K changes, said the acting IRS Administrator Doug O'Donnell. Now, the transition period described in 2023 delays the reporting of transactions in excess of that $600 to transactions that occur after the calendar year 2022. Now, the transition period is intended to facilitate an orderly transition for TPSO tax compliance, as well as individual payee compliance with income tax reporting. All right, so a participating payee in the case of a third-party network transaction is a person who accepts payment from a third-party settlement organization or a business transaction. The delay in the implementation of the new reporting requirements will allow this smoother transition and reduce the confusion during this upcoming tax season. Now, it will also provide taxpayers more time to prepare and understand the new reporting requirements. Additionally, the IRS is working rapidly to provide instructions and clarity to taxpayers who are going to receive this 1099-K as a result of the statutory changes so that they understand what they need to do. So it's important to note that the existing 1099-K reporting threshold of $20,000 in payments from over 200 transactions will remain in effect. This threshold ensures that only those who meet a certain level of business activity are subject to the same reporting requirements. Overall, the changes under the American Rescue Plan in 2021 are intended to increase compliance and ensure that the IRS has access to important financial data. However, the delay in the implementation of these new reporting requirements will ensure that the transition is going to be smooth. So, however, the information is going to be needed to comply with